Welcome to Tony's Cool Tools. I really appreciate you stopping by. And I do want to mention, you're going to want to stick around to the end. I got a pretty big surprise for everyone. Recently, I did a video on this MaxxTuff skidding winch. So in today's video, I'm going to show you some new and innovative storage designs for tractors and zero-turn mowers that MaxxTuff has come out with for 2025. So stay tuned. I don't know what type of tractor or zero-turn mower you own, but the biggest problem we all have in that area is no storage of any kind. This is what came in, or this is what Coyote supplies us for storage. This little shoebox right over here. I guess I could put an adjustable wrench and some screwdrivers and a pair of pliers. That's about it. This is the new ROPSRIDER Deluxe tractor basket by MaxxTuff. And I consider it to be the Swiss Army knife of baskets. Let me explain why. This tractor basket is built like a tank. It's all steel. And the measurements on it are 24 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches. And it weighs 35 pounds. And as you can see, it's powder coated. So you don't have to worry about leaving it outside on your tractor and it getting rusty for you. On one side, there is a lockable box right here. By lifting that up, you can toss your keys, your wallet, and your phone in here and have it all protected. And the measurements on this box are 8 by 5 by 5. But one thing I will tell you about this, and that is you want to make sure that you put a clip on here or something, because I'll tell you this will drive you crazy when you're driving your tractor. This vibrates in here. So just something to think about if you get one of these. One of the coolest things about this MaxxTuff basket is the built-in chainsaw holder. Not only will it hold my MS-261 with a 20-inch bar, it will also hold my MS-462 with a 24-inch bar with no problem. Now I will caution you about one thing, and that's this chainsaw holder right here, this rubber grommet. It seems okay, but what I found is there's no hook on this bolt right here. So it just rides on it. The other thing is it easily just comes right off. So you got to be careful. With my MS-261, it doesn't seem to be that much of a problem. But when you get with the bigger saws, I want to be a little bit safe, so I just switched to a rubber bungee cord here. Hook it on to the basket and right onto the chainsaw, and I don't have a problem. I don't feel that it's going to come out. The other thing is I really don't think it's going to come out because there's a lot of friction on these plastic parts right over here, so it isn't going to vibrate out. But I just thought I'd mention that. Because the basket is made with expanded metal, you don't have to worry about water coming in here and sitting because it'll just drip right out. Now I've never seen anything like this before, but this slot right here is for a grease gun. So that just sits right there. I didn't know that the bases on the grease guns were all universal. And not only that, you have this slot here with a drip cup. Now is that cool or what? And it does come with 6 hooks here. 3 on each side. So you can store rope, your adjustable wrench, and you can easily store your logger's chain here, as well as any tool that has a hole in it that you can just hook it onto this hook right over here. And the last thing I wanted to point out is that this comes with long handle tool storage right here with these 2 brackets. Let me show you. You can definitely transport a shovel, your cant hook, or a landscaping rake. But one thing I wanted to caution you about is it does come with these rubber tie downs here, which are very good. They're not like the chainsaw one here that pops off. This one cannot come off. But you can tie it on with these little holes right here. You can affix it. The problem is that this doesn't hold anything. So that's one thing. With a larger tool, a shovel or something, I found it might work better. But what I've come up with just as a fix, a real quick fix, is just some insulation here. What I'm going to do is just sticky it right in here. Use double-sided tape to make it a little bit smaller, and I think it'll work better. But I thought I'd just mention that to you because this could potentially vibrate out when you're traveling. There is some assembly when you get this basket. It does come with pretty well or comprehensive instructions here. One thing I really like about it is every single bag that the hardware is in is marked number 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can go through the steps pretty easily. The only thing is you might need magnifying glass to see some of these diagrams here. But other than that, plenty of hardware and no issues. The one thing I do want to mention is for subcompact owners, the minimum distance that you need is 26.5 inches. So that's this bar right over here. So that's the only caveat that you have on this basket here. Whether it's a zero-turn mower or a tractor, 26.5 inches for the ROP spacement. One of the complaints that I read about the assembly on this is they said, which manufacturer in today's time uses Phillips head bits? And really, this particular bolt right over here is a combination. It's not only Phillips, but it's an R2 or a square bit, very similar to what you use on your deck. So it's no problem when you install this. You can either use a screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, or this square bit here, which makes it a lot easier. And I'm sure you're wondering, what's the cost on this MaxxTuff basket here? And it's $300 or $299.99. So I just rounded it up to $300. But if you stick around to the end, I'll be able to save you some money. So I know there are some of you that may not want this tool basket on the back of your romps here because it blocks your visibility here. Let me show you another option that MaxxTuff has for you. So check out this MaxxTuff overhead toolbox. It does attach to your romps just like the basket does. It is made of steel and it's powder coated, and the measurements on it are 14 inches wide, 16 inches long, and 4 inches deep. So you can put a lot of tools in there. And the door gravity just pulls it straight down. That's it. Let me give you an idea of what you can put inside here. And if you're wondering what the cost is on this, it's $59. So I think you get the idea. Whether you're looking for overhead tool storage, chain storage with small tool holders here, or the Deluxe basket, or even the log skidder, MaxxTuff definitely does a great job at putting accessories together for tractors and zero-turn mowers. So if you've stuck around this long, I told you I'd have a big surprise, and that is the folks at MaxxTuff are giving me one extra Deluxe basket here as a giveaway. And all you have to do to register is somewhere in your comments, type in MaxxTuff. That's MaxxTuff. That's it. And I'll be announcing the winner on August the 20th at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. Hopefully you found this video on the MaxxTuff tool storage informative. And if so, please like, share, and subscribe. And give me a thumbs up as well. And remember, pass it forward, make the world a better place. And don't be a tool. Watch Tony's Cool Tools. Until I see you next time, have a great day.